Hi, guys. We're going to read chapter 6 of Junie B. Jones and the Yucky Blucky Fruitcake. Chapter 6, Bullseye. Carnival night was being the worstest night of my life. That's because I kept on losing at every single game. I lost at penny toss, and I lost at ring toss, and I also lost at the stupid fishing booth. Except all you have to do is hang a fishing pole over the table, and somebody puts a toy on your pole. Only I just got a stupid dumb comb on my pole, and that's all. Hey, what kind of stupid dumb prize is this? I said. Stupid dumb comb isn't even a toy, because I can't even play with this silly thing. Daddy sat me down on a bench. Me and him had another talk. It was called Stop Saying the Words Stupid and Dumb. And also, I have to appreciate my comb. Just then I heard a voice holler at me. Junie B. Jones, hey, Junie B. Jones, I've been looking all over the place for you. I turned around. It was my other bestest friend, that Grace. She was holding lots of stuff in her hands. Look, Junie B., look at all my prizes. I won a shiny plastic car and some pretty barrettes and a delicious red lollipop and 2 rubber bugs and an eraser that looks like a hot dog. See them? See all my good stuff? Yeah, so, I said. That Grace did a frown at me. How come you said, yeah, so? And how come you're grouchy at me, Junie B? And why are you just sitting here on this bench? I did a mad breath. I'm appreciating my comb. That's why. Don't you know anything, Grace? Just then, Daddy walked me away from that Grace, and he said I better shape up, little missy, or else we're going home right now. Mother told Daddy to calm down his blood pressure. We have 3 tickets left, she said. Let's all take some deep breaths and start all over again. What do you think, Junie B? Do you want to try the sponge throw? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Then Mother held my hand, and me and her went to find the sponge throw, and Daddy kept on doing deep breaths. The sponge throw was right in the middle of the playground. Principal was there. He was standing behind a board with a big clown suit painted on the front of it. Only instead of a face, there was a round hole cut in the board, and Principal's head was sticking out of it. His face and hair were very drippity. That's because kids kept on hitting him with sponges. It looked like the funnest game I ever saw. I hurried up and got in line. Except for just then, something very terrible happened, and its name is that Jim I hate got in line right behind me. Boo, he said. You did not scare me, Jim, I said. Yes, I did too. No, you did not. Yes, I did too. And anyway, you shouldn't even be in this line, because girls can't throw sponges as good as boys, he said. Yes, they can too, I said, because I even practiced this game at my house. And I made a bullseye right in my toilet pot. So there. That mean Jim laughed real loud. P.U. Junie B. Jones plays in her toilet, he hollered. And so all the other kids started laughing too. Just then, the sponge lady tapped on me. She handed me 2 soaky wet sponges. Your turn, sister, she said. Well, he just kept standing there, because all those meanie kids wouldn't stop laughing. Guess what? I don't even know if I can throw these things now, because all that laughing is ruining my self-esteem, I said. Sorry, sis. Either throw the sponges or get out of line, the lady told me. And so finally, I took a big breath, and I aimed my sponge at Principal's baldy head, and I throwed with all my muscles. Missed him! You missed him! Ha 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 ha! Said that Jim I hate. That's how come my temperature boiled over, and I quick spun around, and I throwed my other sponge right at that meanie boy's face. It hit him right in the kisser. Bullseye, I shouted, very happy. That I run out of that place as fast as I could, because I was in big trouble. That's why. There she is, running out of there. Junie B. Jones, yelled Mother. Junie B. Jones, yelled Daddy. I runned and run till I saw the giant Moonwalk Tent. Then I quick climbed inside of it, and I throwed my shoes out the door, because of no shoes allowed in there. The Moonwalk Tent is like a big puffy house. You can jump far and wide in that place. I jumped and jumped till sweat came on my head. This is the funnest jumping I ever saw, I said, very springy. Except for just then, the tent lady blew her whistle. Time's up, she yelled. I peeked out the door. Mother and Daddy were waiting for me. They weren't smiling. I think I'll stay in here, I said. Only just then, Daddy came over and he lifted me right out the door. I smiled very pleasant. Hello, how are you today? I said. But Daddy didn't say hello. He just carried me right back to that mean Jim. Then he made me say apology to him and also to his mother. Sorry I throwed a sponge at your meanie boy's face, I said. Daddy rolled his eyes way far back in his head. He carried me back to the Moonwalk Tent again. Get your shoes, he said. We're going home. Yeah, only I was just starting to have fun, I said. Plus, I didn't even do the cakewalk yet, and it is in my very own room 9. I told you to get your shoes, said Daddy very grumpily. So I went to the shoe pile, but I could only find one shoe and not the other. Tapped on the tent lady. Can you help me find my other shoe? See what they look like? They are shiny and black with a strap that buckles. Their name is Pat and Leather. Then me and her and Mother and Daddy looked for my other shoe, but we couldn't find it anywhere. Darn it, I said, now my feet are ruined. I started to cry a teeny bit. Then Daddy smoothed my hair and he said the word, don't worry. You and Mother go on to the cakewalk, he said. I'll stay here and find your other shoe. And so then Mother holded my hand and me and her walked to room 9 with just Pat and no Leather. And tomorrow we'll read chapter 7, Winning, and chapter 8, The Most Usefulest Cake I Love. And we'll finish off the book tomorrow.